I thought it might be interesting because of the time period we're in to talk about politics. And I found a really super website, which is down at the bottom of some of these pages that you might want to look at. They've got all this political money chopped up into dozens and dozens of different ways to look at it. What we're going to do is match the, let's take the income first, and that's the sheet that shows the contributions by sector. I would also apologize, this is not the best presentation format, but I don't have a first, a second assistant, or a second assistant. So I just have to rattle through this as best I can.
I'm getting jabbed.
So if we look at the contributions by sector, the sheet you have has got some blanks on it, and you need to put the ones on the left side and the blanks on the right side. And I think you may find some interesting things there. Remember, down at the bottom now, that's $50 million for 1 year, and that's $100 million on the right-hand side. So let's go for the biggest one right off the bat. The one that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and I think that's the toughest one. Let's give that to our political data junkies at the table with Jack Martin.
That's defense.
What are they doing?
Which category do you think is the biggest single contributor for the race for the White House?
Lawyers and lobbyists.
Pardon?
Lawyers and lobbyists.
Not quite. It's finance, insurance, and real estate people. The real estate people are really big contributors.
Yeah, I knew George Dean was in trouble.
Now let's take the second one down from the top. Anybody feel good about the answer to that one? Pete?
I don't know. I'd say defense.
Okay.
Defense is probably the other big one.
You're wrong on defense. Actually, the second one down from the top is communications and electronics.
Where it says what?
It doesn't say anything.
Now,
It's the second bar down.
let's take the fourth one down, which is the little bitty one.
The lawyer and lobbyist.
The little bitty
Who
one.
wants to guess at the little bitty one? Fourth one down.
Yeah, that's lawyers and lobbyists. They don't donate anything.
Lawyers and lobbyists. No, that's defense. People talk about this huge defense complex and all the money they pour in the government. They pour almost nothing as a percent of the total.
Oh, they pour nothing in for the campaign.
Yeah, for the campaign, yeah. Now let's look at the one just below that. Well, let's go clear to the bottom. Third up from the bottom. Third up from the bottom. Who do you think that other little one is?
That's help.
You've already guessed once, Pete. John Stable?
Lawyers.
Lawyers. No, that's not right. That is, the third one up is labor. They don't put in any more for campaign contributions, although we hear about them all the time. But in total, they don't spend very much on them.
They got the pass.
So that pretty well leaves the biggest one. What do you think that one is? The second biggest one on the chart. Third biggest one on the chart.
How about the lawyers?
That's the lawyers. You're right on, Bob.
Which one's that?
That's the lawyers. Lawyers and lobbyists. And that leaves only one other choice for the other one, and that's health. So that gives you some idea where the money comes for the presidential campaigns. Already some $250 million, something like that's been in there. Now let's look at the one about where it goes. That's the one called expenditures. And this is broken down into not very many pieces. There's only 3 guesses that you can make. So who do you think gets the biggest pie? The biggest one, the one on the right-hand side, the 44%.
Media.
The media? You know, I thought that too, but it isn't. It's what they call administration.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Taking it right off the top.
It goes back in their pocket.
People with their hands out.
And which one then do you think is the media of those other 2?
Gotta be the other ones.
26.87.
Okay, you're right. That is media. And that would force out then that campaign expenses are 17. Now, I got detailed breakdowns of each one of these categories if anybody's interested and wants to see them. That's the exercise. I think we'll all have to pay $3. I brought 2 more sheets of information which I'm going to pass out, but there won't be any quizzes on it. This website is so good that you can get the national stuff And you can get it by your zip code, so you can find out what your neighbors contributed so far. It's amazing.
Big D, sex offenders?
You might want to see where the money in Illinois is coming from and going to.
I think Arlie should do a presentation. Don't you feel like he could be doing a political full presentation?
Hillary gets knocked out of there.
You done? You done?
Hillary, Hillary.
Everybody in?
Hey, Mike, I need a ticket.
The Libertyville Noon Rotary Club is going to be $3. It's going to be an even bar for everybody. Nobody can give any more. So $3 for everybody. Is that fair, Arlie?